All right, all right, all right. Sitting here doing a little bit of face exercises. Hell, I'm doing everything else. And let's see, I've been out of the hospital. Last video, guys. Thanks for support and watching and all. I'm an extremely high and low type person. Whenever things just kind of weigh me down on my shoulders, I'll go way down, you know, and dump all the things that are pulling me down, and then I start just blasting back up like a rocket. So forgive me if I do get a little emotional sometimes, like the other day, but you hit low points to where you get discouraged. But you know, go in and watch them Matthew McConaughey damn videos. My daughter rags me about saying his last name wrong. But anyway, he does a lot of motivational videos that you can watch on YouTube. It's really helpful, you know, about fighting back and stuff. And this whole ordeal, the biggest thing is getting your diagnosis. Once you get your diagnosis, and even with the treatment, you know, I actually, once we were in the hospital, we got the treatment and got out, and within 24 hours after getting out, I was starting to able to move my fingers. Now it has actually been 10 days since I've been home. Within the first few days I had movement. Now, guess what, guys? It's coming back. My hands, I can pull myself up, I can roll myself around. It's like all my upper body is coming back. I can lean back on my arms like this, pull myself up on the bed. Now my wife, pretty much at night, she doesn't have to really roll me and pick up my legs and all that. It's trying to get off of the bed. My legs are still too heavy, but I can actually, if I'm laying flat on my back, I can drag my legs up to my chest. I actually lifted them about 8 inches off of the bed the other day, like doing sit-ups. So I got to be careful too, because I don't want to rush it and pull muscles, and I'm learning that. So we're doing the osteopath Ellen at Local Bar in Darwin, which she is just amazing, is what she's got my body to get back in tune and back in line. She actually does like a chiropractic work, but it's a Swedish type, and the results are astounding. I don't have any back pain anymore, it's like having a toothache that's constant. No lower back pain right now. A little bit of soreness when I wake up in the mornings or something, but not too bad. My hip pain is gone, thank God. So we've been going up to my property that we're closing on, actually, as of today. Today is the final day on the property. We got all the sod grass in, but getting back to what I was talking about, because I do drift sometime. It's part of that redneck DNA. Anyway, we went up previously 2 times to the pool. First time they put me in the pool for hydrotherapy. I just kind of floated around. My feet were just kind of dragging around. I really couldn't use anything. Second time I was able to move a little more when I went Saturday with a few friends. I went up there with Paul, Old Dog New Tricks, Justin Carmack, Critter Republic. He came up. They're great friends of mine. I got some other outlaw friends that don't want to be mentioned on film, so you know who you are. So anyway, I've been getting a lot of support. Got a good friend, Mitch, came from the U.S. He's just loving the Philippines here, but he's been really giving me support and such. So I'm going to get tested this week, hopefully first part of the week, because he's the male nurse, RN, and I've talked with other people, and they were asking me about me looking run down even before all of this occurred. On some of my videos, like I didn't have energy and all, and he asked me, he said, when's the last time you had your testosterone checked? And I said, hell, I ain't never done that shit, man. That's for damn Arnold Schwarzenegger type people and stuff. Shit, I don't do that bullshit. So anyway, I got to thinking about it and doing a little research on it and stuff like that. It actually states that a man at my age, 59, has half of the testosterone he had when he was 30. So I started talking to a few expats here. I talked with Mark Thornton, good friend of mine, also on Every Man Has His Story, and he gave me a little bit of a lowdown on the testosterone things, and he was talking about other expats that he's talked with, and they said that, man, you just feel, number one, go get tested. You know, just don't go out and start damn popping testosterone or whatever. You know, you'll be off the hook. So anyway, go get tested first. After like the first shot of testosterone, he's like, man, you feel like you're 24 years old, 25, you know. I would go all the way back to 18 probably, shit, much as I got going on. So anyway, your muscle tone will come back a lot quicker. So my muscle tone right now, as you can see, is pretty ancient, you know. I feel like, you know, a mud duck right now, but anything to get that energy level back up. So anyway, we're going to do that this week. I got my osteopath. I have to go this morning, so that's going to help. Every day it's more and more improvement. I'm getting stronger. My physical therapist is here. Doing more vitamin C. I do something we had in the U.S. we actually brought with us called Emergency. It is 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I do the muscle stimulator. It's like little pads that shock or whatever to stimulate your muscles if you can't physically get up and do other things. I am having a little, and maybe this is where you subscribers can come in and kind of help a little bit. I am having a little bit of swelling in my feet. It's like retaining water. So all of my therapists and everybody says, elevate your feet, elevate your feet, elevate your feet. Well, I do that, and it still takes like a massage type to work that back up my legs. I mean, it's not a problem. It's not overly swollen or anything, but I don't want anything to stand in the way of my progress. Anyway, getting back to the pool Sunday. We went up there Sunday. I got in the pool, and I was able to kick my feet. I mean, almost like a diver, you know, scuba diver. And was in the pool for 4 hours. So I was doing that, and you know, so I got a bench that's actually built into the one whole end of the pool, which is really nice because it's kind of like for lounging and stuff. So I was sitting on the bench, and I said, well, I'm going to ease off there, and I put a little bit of weight on my legs. So I actually did, you know, being very cautious and stuff, not to hurt anything, because I know I haven't been using my hip muscles a lot, and I'm doing a lot more of that exercise now. But anyway, I lifted myself off the edge, and I actually got flat-footed on the bottom of the pool, which was about 40 inches deep, 1 meter. And I lifted up, and I could stand up and put all weight. I stood up in the pool. And it was only for like a minute, and I did that 3 times Sunday. So, I mean, and when I stood up, it was below my waist. I was out of the water. Of course, I was holding on to the side and stuff, and I had my life vest on. But man, the encouragement, it was great, you know, to be able to start doing that, seeing the progress. A lot of people say it'll take, and it does. It depends on the person, depends on your mentality and stuff. It may take one person. In fact, Ellen had told me a story about a foreigner he was an older fella who had this GBS, and he actually had his hearing aids turned off when they told him it could take probably up to a year for some people to get back fully functional. Well, of course, he didn't hear it, so he goes home and starts doing his therapy and all that stuff and trying to work as much as he can to get back on his feet. Well, she said within 3 weeks, he was walking up and down stairs. So, you know, it was really great for him to be able to do that. So it's a mental thing, you know. So with me, I mean, after 10 days after being out, and I'm already, my upper body, all I needed is the weights. If I can get the weight and the strength going back, that's why I think between the testosterone and the armbands that you used to see in the 70s, you know, with all them what's her name, Olivia Newton-John, let's get physical, physical, you know, wearing those and dancing and, you know, adding just a routine, you know, it'll get better. Oh, I also meant to mention one of my other good close personal friends, and he has his own channel, Q Adventures, Derek, and his wife's name, I think it's AI. I don't know if that's artificial intelligence or what the hell that is.
Philippines with I.
Philippines with I. There you go, guys. So my wife here's throwing that in. Make sure we get that out there. But yeah, good friends of mine came up. You know, I have a wheelchair that I bought, of course, used here. I didn't want one of them flashy 2023 models or whatever. Damn, all these people be chasing me around, you know, wanting autograph and shit. So anyway, we got to use one, and the brakes wouldn't work on it. So Derek went in and fixed that for me. That's why I say when you get down and out, you'll be amazed at the little things that you're like, nah, hell, I'll do that, you know, but you didn't teach other people to do that. So it was really a blessing for them to come by. They came by, and we had some great food. We went up there. We spent half the day up there. The property just looks outstanding. We got the sod in, Bermuda grass. It was only $500 for installation. The house, and that was also included the Bermuda and preparation and all that. So we got that in. So man, it's starting to look really parasitic now. So it will go on the market for 12 million pesos Tuesday. They will start posting it on Facebook, I believe, here. Dumb and Getty Properties, you know, you can look up stuff like that on Facebook. So, you know, it will be coming up for sale. It does have a clean, clear title, so everything's ready to go on that one. We already have the plans for the next one, which we're probably going to have my brother-in-law start on that, Carlo, and his brothers and all, who he's been a godsend, because he's been the one that's been lifting me out of my chair, and you know, I ain't no damn feather, I can tell you that. I wish I was, but hell, I ain't. But yeah, they've been helping me out. My wife, thank God, she's getting sleep now at night. So I mean, we went through teetotal hell to do this here, but yeah, things are moving along. Like I say, I will keep giving progress. I wanted to do a video Sunday, but we got busy up there, and I was in the pool, and then it started to rain. So today is the completion of everything in the house, or the balay, whichever you want to flip-flop with English or Filipino dialect. But anyway, it should be finished today. So we're going to try maybe to go to the pool tomorrow and do a full video on that to show everybody how nice it is. It's real. I'm really proud of it. My father always said, take pride in your work, son. This is built under U.S. standards. You know, the Filipino way, from what I'm understanding, it was more of a Spanish type building, to where mostly of it is done in columns and posts. So in case there's an earthquake, you're still left with columns and posts. But I just disagree with a hollow block, 4-inch hollow block going in between the columns, because it's not tied in with rebar or steel. There are no head joints in the block, which is essential and important. They're poor quality made. It's ordinary, they call it ordinary cement, but with mine, I use premium cement, and we have a special mix. That's actually, we have our own block maker for 6-inch and 8-inch block. If it's left up to me, everything would be built with 8-inch block here. We actually used to do 12-inch block when I was building commercial in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, for hotels right on the ocean. We did that. So I've had 45 years of building experience, and my father, he was a builder, and I've traveled, you know, all over Colorado, all in the parts of the United States, and went into different climates of building for snow, anything from snow load to hurricane building down on the coast of South Carolina and Florida and Georgia. So, you know, these houses I'm building are super U.S. quality, you know, because Daddy always said build it like you're building it for yourself. So that, you know, that's what we're doing. But yeah, the physical therapy's going great. I will give everybody an update. Thanks so much for your support. Thanks for my family, my brother Lee in South Carolina, who I miss intensely. He even was telling me he thought about jumping on an airplane and flying over here. And Lee is not the spontaneous type to do that. I don't think he ever would, but he told me, he said, man, he said, you're down or whatever. He said, of course. He said, I'm gonna try and come see you. So that's why I was real teary-eyed the other day, you know, thinking about how much family and support you have. Shout out to my Uncle Drake Riley. You know, he's always there doing research and supporting me and hearing me vent, and you know, things that I don't want to vent on YouTube and all, because we always have that little room, that we have that little box that we want to put in and tuck away all the bullshit that comes out of us. So thank God for him. My good friend Mike Stansel, Thomas Rhett Jumper, South Carolina, Billy Whitmer, David, I won't give out his name here. He's been helping me get into the in and out of the truck. He's been bringing me food. You know, he'll sit here and we'll watch an Ozark and all kind of damn Netflix damn shows and stuff like that. Big shout out to Sean. I won't mention his last name either. Hell, they probably won't in probably at least 3 states in the United States. But yeah, good homeboys, good solid. You see who your friends are when you're down. You know, you see who your supporters are when you're down. You know, so YouTube and all is a great way to stay in touch and all, but it's also to where you see here in the Philippines, the expats and stuff that, you know, I have, it's really weird because it kind of doesn't exist anymore in the United States. But here, I mean, you got genuine people, man, that are really like looking out for you and no strings attached. And I mean, the first thing I ask in the U.S. when somebody goes to help is, all right, so what do I owe you? You know, what's the favor? But being Southern like I am, you know, we don't keep account of shit like that. So everybody let you know, I'm on the way back up. The G-Man will be flying, Stein, you know, Super 69 in for here too long or whatever. So have a great day, enjoy the day, and I'll see you soon. All right.